Hey guys, what is going on? My name's Tyler McNabb. That's the old 400EX, and this is my YFZ 450R. So we are out here at round number 11 of the Extreme XC series. The race season is shortly coming to a close. We're about to the end, but we're out here at round number 11. We are out here in Darlington, Indiana at, let's see, what's the name of this race? Gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. Sugar Creek Scramble, that's what it is. But yeah, we're out here just kind of hanging out. It's Saturday evening right now. As you can kind of tell, it's a little bit cloudy, not too bad. Weather is just about perfect. It's like low 70s, and yeah, it's just feeling really good. Unfortunately though, I'm not sure. Yeah, you can kind of see over there maybe a little bit. The camera's not going to do it justice well. Yeah, there's a pit quad going right now. You see that streak of dust right there? That is going to be the name of the game tomorrow. So it is going to be insanely dusty. The only hope that we probably have is there's a chance of rain tomorrow in the morning and then a little bit in the afternoon. And honestly, I've never been so desperate for it to rain while I'm racing in my life, because it's going to be bad tomorrow. So I am, if you can't tell, I am much more of a fan of the mud than I am the dust. So hopefully we get a little bit of rain to at least settle the dust in the woods. The fields have no chance unless we got like an inch or more of rain. So we are hoping for rain, but if not, is what it is. We are cooking up some grub right now. Got some grilled chicken on the grill, some potatoes, and we got some mac and cheese going in the camper. So we got us a good evening meal, and we should be ready to go for tomorrow. So yeah, just hanging out tonight, probably make a campfire, chill out, and then I will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then. Good morning, guys. It is officially Sunday, which means it is race day. So we are out here, and it is, right now it's pretty darn nice. It's not sunny or anything, it's cloudy, but that keeps the heat off of us. But really, it's probably like in the mid 60s right now. I got my long sleeve on for the first time in a while, so feeling pretty good. Quads are out here looking great, ready to go. Poor 400, she ain't going nowhere, but she's a good support quad, you know, staying there and everything. But YFZ should be ready to go. We got this thing hopefully good and dialed in, and yeah, so it is about 7:45 right now. So I am going to get ready to head up to the Pee Wee start. They start at 8 o'clock, and so yeah, getting ready to go get some highlights. So I will catch up with you guys a little bit before I head up to the start line. See you then. If anybody questioned how dusty it was going to be today, I don't know how good the camera will see, but let's look over here. You guys see that? What looks like clouds on the ground? Well, yeah, that's dust. So, and this is from the Pee Wee race. So, it's going to be fun. Okay guys, well, we're all suited up and you know it, we got our fly racing kinetic mesh gear on. Should come in handy today. It's not too hot, luckily. It's about low 70s or so, somewhere in there, mid 70s, and it's still not too bad. The sun's trying to come out, but it's a little cloudy, so we should be sitting pretty good, not too bad. But once again, like I've established so far, it's gonna be a dust fest. So goal for today is just to go out and try not to hit anything or anyone. So that's gonna be the ultimate goal. If we don't do that the whole race, that'll be a win in my book. So, and it'll just be a bonus if we come out with a win or something like that. So just try to hang on to Charlie for as long as I can and not hit anybody. So I will see you guys up on the start line. See, we can't see a thing right now. Not a thing. So it's gonna be a second. Holy cow. Here we go, guys. Okay, guys, well, we made it home, and it wasn't too bad of a weekend. So, the name of the game this weekend was Surviving the Dust. I knew it was going to be bad, but when we got out there, it was bad. So, I'm not sure how the GoPros come across as dust. I don't think they show it quite as bad as what we see it, but, like, there was so many times on the track that I could not see more than a foot in front of me. So it was absolutely crazy. Probably one of the top 3 dusty races I've ran in years. So absolutely crazy. So let's start off with a little bit of a race report. So we get up to the line, the row takes off in front of us, and it was absolutely crazy. Just dust everywhere. We had to wait like well over a minute, it seemed like, for the dust to clear from the start line just for us to be able to see the flagger to take off. So that happened. We got a good jump off the start. I think I was actually ahead of Charlie just a tad going into the first corner there. It kind of not much of a first corner, but and then I kind of pushed out a little bit, and he was able to get a good run on me. So he went first into the woods there. And the name of the game on lap 1 was I just wanted to try to stay right on his rear bumper, try to keep the dust that he was kicking up as best I could, keep it down, stay close enough to him that it wouldn't affect my vision there. So that's pretty much what we did. It was very, very slow first lap. If I go back and look at the lap times, I imagine the first lap, maybe the second lap, well, possibly the third lap, because I had a little bit of an issue there. But those first couple laps, I think, were definitely the slower of the laps, just because you couldn't see, and there were so many people close together that the dust didn't have time to settle, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we made it through lap 1. We were still right on Charlie's butt, trying to hang with him, all that fun stuff. Lap 2 wasn't too bad. I think maybe got a couple people in between us is, I think, what happened. And I don't remember exactly. I wasn't too far from him on lap 2. Lap 3, however, the track was starting to clear out a little bit, but I had a little bit of an issue. At one point, one of the other guys in our class got around me, and so I was in third at that point, and I was right behind second place. Charlie was still in first. I think he was putting a little bit of a gap on us. And so we were running there with second place, and I went for the pass in one of the open field sections, the big open field section right off the start, and I was hugging the woods because the wind was blowing away from the woods, and I passed him on the inside, but then some of the dust from a rider in front of him kind of came up, and it blocked my vision, and I ended up in the woods before you were supposed to turn into the woods. So I had to get off the quad. I had to pull the quad back, kind of get out, go back around. So I lost some time there. And so at that point, I lost a little bit of time, but I knew I had to make it up. And for once today, the last couple races have not been good. And however, today I was feeling great. I mean, I was feeling really good, and I think a lot of it helped that we weren't going out at a blistering pace, considering we couldn't really see, so that probably helped me out a little bit. Then come lap 4, I think I was about 10 seconds or something behind, 15 seconds behind second place, and so not too far behind him. Then not maybe a mile or so into the track on lap 4, I came up on kind of a bottleneck, and Charlie was kind of up stuck on a hill. The guy in second, he was just in front of me, and I kind of went up and around. Well, it turns out Charlie, unfortunately, he broke a clutch cable, so he was out for the day. Then the guy that was in second, he took over the lead, and he kind of took off. By the time I got through there, he got a little bit of a jump on me, and so I was finally able to get back going. And laps 4 and 5, I'm pretty darn sure were my fastest laps. I think lap 5, my dad said, was about 30 seconds faster than all of my laps, which turned out to be the very last lap of the race, because they only ended up running us an hour and a half today, which honestly didn't play in my favor. Usually, if we ran a shorter race, I would really like that. But today, I was feeling good. I was feeling real good. So 4th and 5th lap, I really picked it up, because I guess it would have, when I came around 4, at the end of lap 4, I got the 2-lap card, and at that point, I hadn't been lapped yet. And so I think at that point, I was about 40 seconds back from the leader. 40 seconds back from the leader, and I knew I had to dig deep and try to push because I hadn't been lapped at that point, and I got the 2-lap card, which meant if I did get lapped, that was going to be my last lap. So about halfway through lap number 5 is when the leaders caught me, so I knew I had to push as hard as I could to try to catch the leader in my class. And unfortunately, just with all the dust in some of the field sections slowing me down, and then he must have been having just a pretty good day because I wasn't able to close the gap by much. So came through and ended up with a 2nd place, which is really not bad considering the last couple races I've had. So honestly, my goal today was, especially with how dusty it was just to stay on the quad, not have any wrecks, and just feel good on the quad again, honestly, because the last couple races, like, I felt like I wasn't racing. I wasn't a racer anymore. Like, I felt like I couldn't ride for anything. And so this was definitely a good confidence boost towards the end of the year. I think I really like this track, though, because I had about the same thing happen at the last race, or at this race last year. I've always really liked this track. It's got a good mix. It's got some real tight technical stuff, as well as some more open stuff kind of on the backside of the property. And yeah, it's just a really good track that flows super well. And so I've really always liked this one. But yeah, so we've got the quad sitting here. This thing did exactly what it was supposed to do. Didn't have any issues with it. No overheating, nothing like that. Ran flawless, and yeah, she trucked right through all that dust. So I haven't checked out the filter yet. That's probably going to look nice and dirty. But yeah, overall, I would say it's a pretty good weekend. You know, everybody wants to win, but really, with how the back half of this season has been going, I'm really happy with what happened. So I think it was 2nd out of 3 in class is what it was. And then overall, I think I was 12th. I'm not sure exactly how many were in the overall. I didn't get a picture of the overall results, so I'll have to go back and look at the regular results sheet, and I'll put up on the screen what my actual results were for the overall. So overall, not a terrible day in the slightest. So we have one more round left of the Extreme XC Series in a couple weeks. The next track I'm not a huge fan of. It's never been one of my favorites, that's for sure. But we're going to go out there and we're going to give it our best effort to finish out the season strong before we close out at Ironman. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Once again, talked to some great people at the race this weekend, and overall, it was just a good weekend. You know, even though I'm not a fan of the dust and we had a super dusty race, it actually didn't end up being too bad. I really did enjoy the track and had a lot of fun. So congrats to Jacob Love on a win in my class. Kind of sucks that Charlie had the issue that he did, but unfortunately, that's part of racing. So hopefully we'll get us a good battle in at the last race, and hopefully we get a good amount of rain for the last race. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming and watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.